Hillary, and welcome to the Creative Faith YouTube channel. And welcome to Wellness Week! I love spending a week in January to really encourage you on your wellness journey. So that is what Wellness Week is. This is video 3 of 3. So I've had 2 other videos that I have shared this week about wellness journaling and planning. So the first one, I set up my wellness planner for 2024. So that is a really awesome video. I'm very excited to be using this horizontal layout and one of my Creative Faith planners for my wellness planner this year. I decorated the cover and really love how that turned out. So if you want to see that video, it's linked down below. The second video, video 2 of 3 of this wellness week, I shared a flip through of my 2023 wellness journal and wellness planner. So I used my digital wellness planner for 2023, and then I also have my wellness journal here. So that was part 2 of 3. And then in this video, I'm going to be sharing 15 wellness changes I made in my life in 2023. So really excited to be talking and sharing more about this, and a few disclaimers about this video. First off, this is not medical advice. Any lifestyle or dietary changes that you make, be sure to talk about with your doctor or healthcare professional. So I want to make sure to preface this video by saying that. And then also, I might share some things in this video that you don't necessarily agree with, and that's okay. Don't come at me in the comments, but I also encourage you to maybe use this as a jumping off point to do some of your own research about some of these different topics and themes. So I wanted to make sure to preface this video by sharing that as well. So a part of Wellness Week, I am really passionate about wellness and less toxic living. It's just something that God's really put on my heart to share about, and I think it's so beautiful that He's given me this platform here at Creative Faith & Co. to A, share about Him, and B, share about things I'm passionate about. And so I have just grown so much since really the beginning of 2022 was kind of my start of my wellness journey, and God's taught me so much. He's been so gracious to do it like little bits at a time over the past couple years, and it's kind of overwhelming, just all the information that I'm learning and soaking up and trying to implement in my life. But I think it's so beautiful to try and, live a less toxic lifestyle, live more like how the Lord, wants us to live, and probably how people in Bible times, were living with some of the different things that I'm probably going to share today too. So really love sharing about this, and I hope you will glean something from this video. So a part of Wellness Week is that the Creative Faith Wellness Journaling and Planning online course is on sale for 50% off. Crazy good discount, and I will put the code here on the screen. Use the code New Year Healthier Me, all lowercase, all together. It'll be on the screen here, and that'll get you the discount of 50% off the Wellness Journaling and Planning online course. This online course comes with a lot of videos about wellness journaling and planning. It also has a ton of wellness vlogs that I did in 2022. So those are really great and encouraging. There's also a Facebook group, and I'm excited to be sharing more in that Facebook group this year too. So really awesome. There's also the digital wellness planners included in the online course, and I have various wellness planning printables that are in my Etsy shop, but those are all included in this online course. So it is a really great deal to get it for 50% off, and the code expires on Monday, this coming Monday, January 22nd. So join if you haven't yet. If you're not really interested in joining the online course, but you're like, oh, what are these printables that you have? I have wellness Bible verse cards, I have a decorative wellness planning, printable, with like little icons and things you can use to decorate your wellness planner. And then there's also a printable wellness planner and then the digital wellness planner. So all of those are also on sale for 50% off in the Creative Faith Etsy shop. But again, if you join the online course, you get all of those included and lots of other great things. So that is a really special part about Wellness Week, is to be able to offer some wellness resources and things at a great discount to hopefully encourage you on your wellness journey. So let's get started. I'm going to be sharing now 15 changes that I made in 2023 on my wellness journey. So excited to talk about these. So the first thing, and really a huge part of 2023 in my wellness journey, was learning about the toxic textile industry. I had no idea about polyester clothes, nylon clothes, acrylic clothes, like how so many clothes and textiles, sheets, blankets, towels, so many textiles are made of plastics. And that's not very good for our bodies and for our skin. So I learned a lot about that, and I have a whole blog post that has links to tons of online stores that have natural fiber clothing, so cotton, organic cotton, and wool, linen, things like that are natural fibers. So go check out that blog post, and then I also have a coordinating YouTube video too that I'll link down below, where I share kind of a try on and some of the clothing swaps that I made. So that has been really interesting to learn about, really sad to learn about. We also, Bed Bath & Beyond, the store was closing, and so when we walked through there, and we ended up getting a cotton bedspread and cotton sheets. We didn't splurge on organic cotton yet, but again, little changes. Even stores like Old Navy and Target and American Eagle have cotton clothing, and so it's really important to check and look at that when you are shopping. So that was a really big change that I have been slowly implementing into my wardrobe and in our household, is having more natural fibers. All right, the second thing that I have been doing this year, I started doing this in the summer, is wearing way less makeup. So I already had kind of switched out my makeup to being less toxic than what it was before. But in the summer, my husband and I were just kind of talking, and he's like, "You are so beautiful, and you are God's masterpiece. Why cover that up with makeup?" And I just thought, wow, that is such an interesting way of looking at it. And he goes, "I think you're beautiful, and that is all that matters." And so starting probably in about August, I have been really only putting on mascara and brushing. I have a little eyebrow brush because I got thick brows. And that's my makeup routine now. It is nice because I have been kind of tired and burnt out at the end of 2023. And so my getting ready routine is really fast now, because I just go boop, boop, and head out the door. But anyway, so I just kind of encourage you to think about, why do you use makeup, and to really let your natural beauty shine, because guess what? You are also God's masterpiece, and He thinks you are beautiful just the way you are without any makeup. So that is number 2, the second thing that I've did in 2023 for my wellness. The third thing, something you've probably noticed in some of my pictures and videos, is I have been wearing my glasses way more than my contacts. Now, this is partially a financial decision because I saved like $300 last year. I bought a 6-month supply of my contacts instead of a year's worth for 2024. But I didn't really realize too how bad contacts are for your eyes. You're putting plastic onto your eyes, and then that can, little microplastics can break off of your contacts and get in your body. They can impact your hormones, Also, light in our eyes, natural light, sunlight in our eyes is really important throughout the day to help set our circadian rhythm. And so if you are wearing something that kind of shields or blocks that all day, it's hard for your body to know, it's time for me to wake up, it's time for me to go to bed, based on the light, because your eyes aren't necessarily tracking that light. So I have been wearing my contacts or my glasses, and it's like in the morning I'll go out and take them off and kind of look at the sun, and in the evening. And so I have been rocking my glasses. I keep getting mixed up on what I'm saying. But I've been rocking my glasses more, and again, just kind of being okay with, sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel like I don't look as cute or nice with my glasses on, but again, this is how the Lord made me, and my sweet husband thinks I am beautiful this way too. So, less contacts, more glasses. All right, number 4, another change I implemented is not working at night in the evenings. So oftentimes I used to stay up really late working on stuff for Creative Faith, also working on stuff for the church, my day job at the church. And so I really have been trying to stop doing that because it makes me really anxious to be on a screen late at night, to be thinking about work. And so I'm not getting as much done for Creative Faith, but my health is so much more important than that. So I've been trying to really save the evenings for time with my husband, time outside. We do watch TV, which probably isn't the best, but way better, that's a little bit more mindless than being on the computer creating content and doing things like that. Number 5 is I've been working on supporting the lymphatic system in my body and learning more about that. So a few tools that I have implemented. One of them that I started learning about and using this year are castor oil packs. And so castor oil is a tool that's been used for many, many years. People even say that it might be in the Bible. And it is incredibly healing and helpful on the body. It does stain your clothes, so I have a separate set of old clothes that I wear when I do my castor oil pack. You can get organic fleece or organic cotton to use for a castor oil pack on Amazon. I will have a set linked below. When you buy castor oil, you want to make sure that's organic and comes in a glass amber bottle. Queen of Thrones is another company that I like to use too. So castor oil packs are great for the lymphatic system. Also, dry brushing. So dry brushing, you can read more about that online, but it helps get your lymphatic system moving. I'll do it on my back, on my chest, on my legs. You can use it all over your body. It is very relaxing, and sometimes though it does, as stuff starts moving, makes me very tingly and kind of itchy. And same with my husband, but that's kind of stuff working its way through. And then also this thing, I think it's called, I don't know how to pronounce it, Guasha. And I use this on my face to, again, move the lymph nodes around. And then also kind of avoiding tight clothing. So especially if I'm home, instead of wearing leggings, I'll wear joggers or my pajama pants or looser sweatpants. So tight clothing that really restricts you kind of hinders your lymph system from doing what it's supposed to. So that's number 5. I've been working on lymphatic support. Okay, ready for number 6, and that is a tool in my toolbox that I have been using to especially help with stress, and that is Epsom salt baths and magnesium flake baths. So I kind of will mix the two, or sometimes I'll just use the magnesium flakes, sometimes just the Epsom salt flakes. I will link in the description box below my 2 favorites. I get them on Amazon, and I've found that baths and warm showers really relax me. I am not about the ice bath life. And I love warm things. Those really calm me down and really support my stress. And so I try and do them once a week. And especially like right before my period, or if I'm extra stressed, or if I have a headache, or if I'm having trouble sleeping. If I can't sleep, I'll draw up a bath and put some Epsom salts or magnesium flakes in it, and it just instantly relaxes me. I will put on like spa music or Christian acoustic music, and I have really loved doing those in 2023. So that's a really awesome tool. All right, number 7, I've also been working a lot on my gut health. So in February of 2023, when we went to visit my husband's family in the Dominican Republic, I got a parasite, a really horrible parasite case. My sister-in-law is a doctor in the DR, and so she did give me some medicine that kind of slowed things down. But I know I'm still dealing with the repercussions from that, and parasites really impact your whole body. They make you kind of swollen, and they impact your hormones. And so one of the things I've been working on is kind of working on my gut health. And so I've been working on eating more fermented foods. And also I got a new probiotic that I really like. It's Mary Ruth Organics probiotic. I get it on Amazon. It's a liquid one. And I passed a parasite once I got home in when was that? October. So I know I still have a lot of work to do with parasites in my body, and trying to kind of address that and my healing journey. And then there is another company called Ion Gut Health Support, and they have another kind of liquid that I take during the day that is also great for your gut health. So been kind of working on that, having more kombucha or smoothies with kefir in it. So all those good things for the gut. All right, number 8, I've been working on hydrating more. Hydration is so important. And so I've been working on having, like in the summer, I would do an adrenal cocktail, which is orange juice, coconut water, coconut cream, and salt. I would do that in the summers, and I'd go outside for 5 minutes, take a screen break, and so I loved that. Also, salt and water, but like the good salt. So I really love Jacobsen salt. You can get it on Amazon or at Whole Foods. It is a lead-free or lower lead salt. I also like Redmond salt, but there is some lead in that. Or electrolytes or tea. So trying to really hydrate my body with not just like plain water, but some sort of other liquid has been really great for my health. All right, number 9, I have been trying to spend as much time outside as possible. So being outside is so good for mental health, physical health, eyes, sleep. So many benefits to being outside. So especially in the spring, summer, and fall, my husband and I would eat dinner outside every night. We'd lay in the hammock every night. We'd try and go on walks. Try and spend just as much time outside as possible. This year I'm participating in this challenge called 1,000 Hours Outside. It's more for parents that have kids, but I printed off one of the trackers and there's a coordinating app that you can use, which makes it really easy. And so I've been making that my goal for last year and this year, to spend more time outside. All right, now we're to number 10. Number 10 is to eat locally. Eat local foods as much as possible. So this means going to farmers markets, finding local farm stores, and even having our garden. That was a huge part of 2023. We also connected with our neighbors who also have a garden, and they shared some food with us, as well as my grandpa from his garden. And then even just like picking blueberries down the street from us. So trying to really eat locally. We would pick up some different meats from local farmers, or go to this local farm store where they have a ton of produce, picking apples and pears off trees at farms. So really trying to fuel our bodies with food that came really close to us, because that is very, very good. So eating more locally grown foods. Can't get much more local than your backyard. All right, number 11 is I have been trying to not wear and use sunglasses as much as possible. Now, of course, when I'm driving and if I can't see, I put on my sunglasses. But I've been more cognizant about light in my eyes, and getting sunlight in my eyes, again, helps set your circadian rhythm, and there's a lot of benefits to sunlight. And so I have been trying to wear sunglasses less to allow that light in, and then to just in general trying to get as much vitamin D from the sun as possible, whether that's, again, spending time outside, but also being really responsible about it too, not being out at the heat, the height of the heat of the day, but in the mornings and the evenings, getting sun on my face or my legs or my feet has been really, really lovely. So I'm trying to get a lot of vitamin D, natural vitamin D. All right, number 12 is something that I implemented towards the end of the year and have been loving. And that is that I put my phone to bed. That might sound sort of silly, but this kind of goes along with the one where I don't work as much in the evenings anymore. I find my phone makes me very anxious, especially later in the day. And so if I grab my phone before bed and I'm scrolling, that does not set me up to fall asleep and have good sleep. So I've been trying to around 7 or 8 p.m. I put my phone in airplane mode. I turn off the Wi-Fi, and I will set the alarm. I do use my phone for the alarm for my husband and I. And so I'll set that, because even if your phone's on airplane mode, the alarm still works and it still clocks the time correctly. So I'll plug my phone in, I'll turn on the alarm, I'll turn off the Wi-Fi on it, put it in airplane mode, and leave it in the bedroom. And so that way there's no EMFs on it at night coming off of it, and I can still use it as an alarm, and I'm not tempted to scroll. So that has been a really awesome kind of tech part of the end of last year and going into this year, is putting my phone to bed. All right, number 13, this might be TMI, but I have not been using tampons anymore. I've been just kind of using organic cotton pads or period underwear, which are really awesome. There's a company, I think it's Period, is just what it's called. You can get the undies on Amazon. I am an extra large, and they have organic cotton. And so that has been really nice to just let what my body wants to release be released and not be stuck inside of me, right? And another period point is I have been using the brand Earthly. They have a tincture called Ease the Ache, and it is made specifically for cramps, and it is life-changing. I'm not even being dramatic. I used to get horrible, debilitating cramps, and so I've started to use this tincture. I can kind of tell when my period's starting to get close, and so I'll start taking it, and even the first few days of my period when I am really crampy, I will take it kind of 3 times a day, and it is so helpful. So I really don't need to I would have a leave normally for my pain relief, and I really don't need to use that anymore because of this tincture. So definitely look into that. All right, we are down to 2 left two left of the wellness things that I changed in 2023. All right, number 14 is to walk as much as possible. So this has been really good, especially in the evenings. My husband and I will walk together. It's really awesome, like screen-free time for us to talk about our day, talk about our life, what's going on. Really, really wonderful time with him. Also, walking gets us outside, which I've talked about the importance of that. So I've just been trying to walk a lot and use that as kind of my exercise of choice. And then the last thing, the last wellness change from 2023 is just continuing to work on making swaps in our house for less toxic things. So for example, I'm not using plastic Tupperware, but continuing to swap to using glass containers and mason jars instead. Another swap is we got some stainless steel cups to use for when we were working outside. So instead of having a plastic water bottle, we have stainless steel cups with water in them instead. Also stainless steel cooking utensils instead of plastic. We upgraded our water filter pitcher. So we used to use a Brita, and now I use a plastic Brita, and now we use a glass Life Straw water filter pitcher. That does, a better job. It's not like an under-the-counter system or a whole house water filter, but I know it's a step up from the Brita we were using. Even like our shower mat, swapping that out from, being polyester to being this matte stone thing. And then all of the textiles that I mentioned too. So I try and there's 2 Amazon Prime Day sales, one in the summer, I think in July, and one in October. So I kind of waited for those 2 times to buy things to make swaps. Same with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Shop Small Saturday. So I tried to really watch those sales and use those as opportunities to swap things out. And yeah, of course, there's always more you can do, but we are also not millionaires. So I just try and make little swaps, a little bit at a time. And if you want to go check out my Amazon storefront, it is amazon.com/shop/creativefaithco. And I have tons of swaps in there for lots of different things, whether it's clothes or kitchen things, bath things, hair products, makeup, skincare. So that's a really great place to check out some less toxic swaps if you are interested in that. So that is all 15 things. This video is probably getting kind of long, but I hope and pray that it gave you some different things to think about. Again, this is not medical advice. Be sure to talk to your doctor, your healthcare provider, if you're planning on making any changes in your life, but maybe I'll read them over again real quick. So less toxic textiles, less makeup, less contacts, more glasses, no working at night, lymphatic support, castor oil packs, dry brushing, this thing, avoiding tight clothes. Number 6 was Epsom salt magnesium flake baths, gut health, focusing on fermented foods, probiotics. Number 8 was hydrating more, adrenal cocktails, good salt in your water, electrolytes, tea. Number 9, as much time outside as possible. 10, eating local. 11, no sunglasses, much vitamin D naturally as possible. Number 12, put my phone to bed in airplane mode. Number 13, not using tampons, but using period underwear or organic cotton pads. 14, walking as much as possible. And 15, continuing to make less toxic swaps. So that is video 3 out of 3 for Wellness Week. Again, don't forget to join the Creative Faith Wellness Journaling and Planning online course for 50% off. I'll put that code here on the screen again. The code is New Year Healthier Me, all lowercase all together, for 50% off the course. that's the best deal. You can also pick up there's 4 different things in the Creative Faith Etsy shop that are wellness related, so you can check those out for 50% off too, and watch the other wellness videos that I mentioned too. I made a whole blog post roundup of my wellness products and videos, so that's another really great place to go check out. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer them. And be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next Creative Faith video.